Hey, what's up everybody? Danny from the Famicast here, and this is another episode of Famicast Collector's Corner. So for this episode of this series that we have here on YouTube, I actually took a look into my GameCube collection and pulled out this little number right here, the Biohazard Zero Trial Edition for the Nintendo GameCube. So you're probably thinking to yourself, what the heck is this thing? Well, sit back, relax, and let's get right into it. Biohazard, or Resident Evil Zero, had a pretty interesting development history. Starting off originally as a Nintendo 64 game, development kicked off for the game in earnest in 1998. The game even had playable demos at both the Tokyo Game Show in the spring 2000 and E3 in the same year in America shortly thereafter. Now, if you want to read some more hands-on impressions of the N64 version, be sure to check out the description box below for thoughts from yesteryear. I linked up a couple of different things there. Fun fact, our very own Ty from the podcast was at that E3 and got to play the N64 version of the game, so that's pretty cool. Now, to be honest with you guys, it was a little bit tricky tracking down some well-sourced information about why and how Capcom decided to release this demo, but I did manage to dig up an old Japanese press release from Capcom via a website called GameWatch, and I'll have that linked up in the description here below too, a Japanese website. So the press release went out on July 19th, 2002, and specified that starting at the beginning of August 2002, gamers that pre-ordered Biohazard Zero or purchased the Biohazard remake on the GameCube would be able to receive the free Biohazard Zero Trial Edition. The press release then goes on to talk about other games in the series and where Zero falls in the timeline and stuff like that. As for Biohazard Zero Trial Edition and the packaging and all that stuff, the disc came in actually like a CD jewel case. Now, the front cover depicts some basic art from the game, while the reverse side of that has an explanation of the controls. Now, there are other inserts for the demo that spell out the backstory, some information about the partner system, and even a message from the director. Now, in terms of what's actually on the disc itself, it gives you a good taste of the train section of the game. And it's a pretty complete demo too, leading all the way up to a boss fight. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, while I respect and think that the older Resident Evil games are pretty cool, I've never actually been able to come to grips with the tank control scheme. You can probably tell that by my piss-poor gameplay in the video here. Now, at one point, I was kind of thinking to myself, man, I'm really not taking that much damage. Maybe the characters are invincible for the demo. So I tried some tactics that kind of worked for me in Dark Souls, basically just running past enemies. It seemed to kind of work until I was face to face with a zombie who ended up basically pinning me down and chomping down on my neck and brains and all that, so great job. Just a note here too, like I never actually played Resident Evil Zero back in the day. It was just something that I didn't pick up, like I said, kind of because of the controls, as cool as I thought it was. But I don't know, maybe it's something I'll try to go back to someday, either like on modern platforms or maybe even with the GameCube version, because I think actually I own a copy. Anyways, so basically once you get to this boss here, or if you die, like I did, then you will be kicked back out to the title menu and you can give it another go. So there you have it, the Biohazard Zero Trial Edition on the GameCube, this disc. This gives you a pretty good look into what the game would actually be, so it would have been pretty cool to get at the time to get a taste of the world of Biohazard Resident Evil Zero. Now, will I ever come back to playing this demo disc again? Probably not, but it's definitely going to look pretty good on my shelf back here, I can tell you that. Now, I wanted to give a special shout out to my buddy RaccoonCityCinema, who suggested that I do this video. I had a fun time kind of putting this together and looking at the stuff and playing the demo and being bad to show you guys that type of stuff, so thanks to him for that. And yeah, definitely be sure to check out his channel in the description box below. I'll have that all linked up. As always, thanks for checking out this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to give us a like. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. We got tons of podcasts, video reviews, special videos, and a whole lot more. Again, this is Danny from the Famicast. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.